Most urban legends are lurid stories that capture the imagination, but are actually based on hearsay and have very few roots in verifiable reality. I am from a small town that was surrounded by several other small towns in the Midwestern United States, and every town you went to had their own version of a crybaby bridge that is said that at a certain time of night one can hear a baby crying from the bridge. The tale is usually accompanied by a story of a broken-hearted mother that threw her child from the bridge for whatever reason. The story of the Waving Girl of Savannah is different in the sense that the meat of the story is verifiable and the falsehoods were added later. The legend of the Waving Girl of Savannah is about a woman who took it upon herself to be the unofficial greeter to all ships that visit Savannah, and she had a name and a story. The Waving Girl's name was Florence Martis, and she was born on Cockspur Island in 1868, the location of a video we just did on Fort Pulaski. Her father was an ordnance sergeant at Fort Pulaski, and upon his death moved into the city of Savannah in 1890. Florence had a very strong bond with her brother George, and when George accepted employment at a lighthouse on nearby Elba Island, Florence accompanied her brother there. Florence began greeting every ship that entered into the port of Savannah with a handkerchief by day and a lantern by night. Stories of Florence were told at ports all over the world. This part is true and verifiable as there have been several first-hand accounts. Now for the legends that accompany the Waving Girl of Savannah. Florence, as a young girl, met and fell in love with a sailor. She promised to be the first one to greet her lost loved and waved at every passing ship so that he would not miss her when he returned. When he never returned, Florence died of a broken heart after 44 years. So, this story is most likely not true. We have not been able to find any evidence of this, and Florence herself lived 12 years in the city of Savannah after George retired from Elba Island, and certainly did not die of a broken heart. The next legend is that sailors would bring her gifts. The truth of this is actually unknown, but it is entirely plausible given that the Waving Girl of Savannah was known at ports all over the world, and sailors that were visiting the port might bring her a gift. Ship captains blow their horn 3 times when they get to the point of her memorial statue to honor Florence. This legend is true as we were able to verify it in person, and you can too. If you sit like we did in the grass near the statue long enough, you will hear a passing ship toot their horn 3 times. The memorial statue is located on the riverfront of Savannah and features Florence's incorrect date of birth. The statue was designed by Felix de Weldon, the creator of the Marine Corps Memorial featuring the flag waving at Iwo Jima. The Savannah Ferry is named the Savannah Bells Ferry in honor of 5 of Savannah's notable women, one of which was Florence Martis. The question is, why did Florence greet thousands of ships over the decades enthusiastically if it weren't for the legend of the long-lost lover? The answer is that we don't really know, but friends of Florence always believed that she just wanted to be a part of something bigger than herself, and this was her way of doing it. Florence may be viewed it as a way of connecting to the wider world, which, as we know, certainly turned out to be true. I invite you to visit Florence's memorial, watch the ships go by big and small, and ponder these questions for yourself. If you have a thought on this, please leave it in the comments below. If you like our content, please subscribe. See you next time.